connecting our application with the DB that we have created. Now let's see an image. So we have an application called customer service running. We have a company database application running. Some kind of connection we have to establish. So when this different entities needs to communicate, it's better to have a protocol, right? So some kind of protocol such that the customer service can just interact with this protocol, and the company database also can implement this protocol, and they both can be decoupled, so they don't have to depend on each other. So tomorrow, if I let's say today we are implementing this company database in mysql, tomorrow I move to Oracle, my customer service should not get impacted because of that movement. So because of that, we prefer to have an interface which implements some kind of specification, and one such specification called JDBC. What the JDBC basically expects us to do is, the developer, it basically expects us to know about these 4 interfaces. So one is the driver. So this basically knows how we can create connections. The connections know how to communicate with the actual implementation, and statement is for executing queries, and if you are using select queries, then to store the result you use this result set interface, right? So this is the contract that we have with the JDBC. And now how one implements this interface, for that we have to go to our specific database. Now since we have used mysql, let's go to mysql documentation, and let's go to one section called connectors and APIs, and here they have lots of connectors for different technologies. For us, this is the connector that we are going to use. So this is for Java application using JDBC. So let's go to this, and this basically talks about version 9 implementation of connector J. And one important line to be noted is this supports MySQL Server 8 and up, so that's good. We are using 8.4.2. and let's now go to this one, overview. And okay, there is one more important point I want to show you, that this connector implements JDBC 4.2 specification. So it's better that you get that specification. So I have got this link, and you can download this specification. I have already downloaded this. Next, what we want is, we want to now know how do we actually implement this. To implement this JDBC on our side, we need to primarily start with 2 tasks. So we need to register the driver implementation in our code, and then after that we need to create a connection using an URI. So let's see, again go to MySQL documentation, and here if you go to this reference, you will see that the driver that they use is this driver. So this is a class in their site. So we need to register this first, and then after that we need to get a connection using an URI. So URI format given by the specification is this. So you will have a protocol will always be JDBC. Then the sub protocol is basically if there are any other kind of protocol that one is using. In MySQL case, they call it as MySQL. And then this subname is dependent on the subprotocol. So each vendor will have different subname, most likely. In our case, we will use this kind of subname. So there will be one host, and there will be a port, and then we'll have a database name, right, DB.